Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. In the last episode we talked about the basics of Roblox Studio, how you can navigate around them, and in this video we're going to learn a little bit about scripting. So let's just open up a game mode over here and let's enter in a part. You can click on F to zoom straight to it. So now let's say so first of all we're gonna need the output to be open. The reason we need the output to be open is because if we made a typo in our script, or if we've made something wrong in general, it will come up as an error down here to notify us which line and why it is not working. So for example, let's just enter in a script. We can go to model and script. We're not going to be looking into module scripts and local scripts in this video. So enter in a script, and now we have a script. Now you can see that it says print and then in brackets and then in quotation marks hello world. This is the basic kind of code that's always in your script whenever you create one. So this I recommend you guys having like a little notebook and a notebook to write down as you go along, so that you can memorize everything, and in case you just forget something in general, you can just flip back to the page and go with that. So this is a print statement. The print statement is whatever something is in these quotation marks, it will come out in as the output. So if we can just run this, it says hello world, and so we can change this to whatever we'd like. We can change this to test 1 2 3, and will come up as test 1 2 3 right over here, as you can see. However, if we take away these brackets, it will not work, because this it says this nil server script 1. So we can stop the game. You see, it will not work. It did not come up down here. That is because we need to put them in the brackets so that it works properly, because this is just a random word. So, but however, we can use this with numbers. So let's put 10 right over here. We can run the game, and it will come in as 10. We can also add addition, multiplication, division, and a lot of stuff. So we can do 10 plus 1. You can run this. We should see 11. You see here it comes up as 11. So for numbers, we don't need the brackets. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, so for numbers we don't need the brackets, as you can see right over here. And now we do need a space between the numbers over here. And so 10 plus 1 divided by 9. We should see a decimal. Yeah, 10.111 recurring. So that is the print statement. You can basically use this whenever you want to try out your script, and if it's not working somewhere, well then you can put prints and then something like this part of the script works. And if one print statement has not come up in the output, that means that section of where the print is has been blocked by an error. So now you can see we've entered in a part over here. Is because we need our properties and export tabs open. And so let's enter in a part with the plus sign and a script. Yeah. So right over here we have the print hello world again. Now we don't want that, so we're gonna access the part's properties, like its color, its material, the transparency, the reflectancy, the name, the orientation, the parents, and everything like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use something called script.parent. Script.parent is basically indicating that the script, which is the script's parent, which is what the script is inside of. And we don't use script because the name is script right now. You could see, even if we change it to even if we change the name to script with 2 C's, then it will still work. And so right now we are getting an underline because it doesn't make sense. And if we were to do like, please make the parts invisible, but then that wouldn't work, obviously. So if you run this, we're gonna get an error. You can see this is an error. It is aligned in red. Workspace.part.script with the 2 C's. One incomplete statement expected, an assignment or function call. So we got an error here. And now we also have an error down here. And so that's because the script can't make this. We have to use a script.parent or just workspace.parts. And then because the workspace is this and the part is inside of the workspace, so we can access it from there. We do not need to add the game before it. So that will not work in your scripts, as a lot of people tend to do. And now we access the parts right now, so we can go scripts, because right now we are accessing the scripts, but we don't want to do that. We want to access the parts properties. So what we do is we do parts.transparency, because right now we are accessing the transparency. We have to name it exactly how it is, or it will not work. So you can see transparency, it is set to 0 right now. We could do an equal sign and 0.1, and that will change it. You can see there is no underlined text right over here. That's because it is working properly. So we're gonna run this, and now we should see a little through. You could see right over here that we could see through the part. And if you click on it, you can see that it says the transparency is 0.1. We can also access the name, so we can do scripts.parent this time around, indicating that we are using the parts. And then we can do .name equals, we're gonna name our part a square. And so now we have to put this in brackets, or it will not work. So square, there we go. Or maybe we can even make it parents, because it is the parents of the part, which I don't recommend you guys using the parents for a name, because it would kind of be weird. So just run the game, and if you click on it, it says the name is parents right over here. So now we are accessing simple stuff. And if we want to, for example, let's say we want to change the name a couple times on repeat, but with a fixed interval inside, so we can just do workspace. No, we can do script.parent, actually. Script.parent, and then we can use, what should we use? We should use the transparency once more, maybe the reflectance equals 0.5, and now we have to add a decimal, or this won't work. We can put that again, and this time we can put it to 0. We can do this a couple of times. 0.5, and then until we get the gist of it. So now if we do this, it's gonna go extremely fast with basically no interval. So what we do is we drop down right over here, we add a wait, and we're gonna wait this a second. We could also add this over here, I suppose, but we're gonna add it down there. So let's just do that for all of these. Wait 1, wait 1, and wait another 1. So the 1 stands for 1 second. You can put this to 0.5, and that would make it half a second. Or we can make it 30 seconds, which we won't do, or 40. We're just going to make it once, so it's quick and fast. So let's run it. You can see it's waiting a second, and it's changing its transparency, or the reflectance. And now it stopped because it's already done it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times between switching and going back to normal, and switching to reflectance and back to normal. And so the wait statement is really nice. It's sometimes really necessary in order for you to kind of wait for things to happen. Like if you would make a real event in your game, or a live event. So we can do this again, and it's gonna continue. We're the 3rd, we're the 4th, and we are the 5th. Now, this is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have, well, then make sure to subscribe to the channels, as I will create more videos such as this one.